SpaceCoastDragon here, and welcome to today's Xbox One Fallout 4 mod showcase. Today we're going to be doing a few mods known as the Settlemods collection, and these are by the mod author Mods, M0DS. And he's created a series of brand new settlements, most of which use existing locations and convert them into settlements, and also has a brand new location too that has been made to a settlement. This, of course, mod is series of mods. Is for all the settlement junkies out there, everyone that loves the settlements, and it adds 8 new ones to your game, 6 for the Commonwealth and 2 in Far Harbor. I'll be going over the Commonwealth ones today, as I just haven't really had a chance to try out the Far Harbor ones yet. I'm actually still working on that whole DLC in general, so I just kind of want to stay away from some of the bigger mods that will do areas I haven't quite been to yet until I really explore that whole island. In any case, the first one that I'm going to go over is called the Natick Power Plant Player Settlement, and this one turns an unmarked location currently on the map just near the whole Natick area called Natick Power Plant. You come in, there is a workshop there to activate, and it's a fairly big area to access. You can actually build outside of the known build zone, as the mod author mentions there. One thing to note with most of these settlement mods in general right now is that the borders are a little wonky. You'll notice that when looking through them, sometimes you can't really see where the border ends. Sometimes the settlement actually ends before you get to the green border. You just got to play with that a little bit. These are all still works in progress, so there will be updates in the future to take care of some of these issues. And they're kind of minor, so it's nothing to worry about. The Natick Power Plant's nice. It's a very large area, fairly flat. There's a lot of build potential. However, this is in a very dangerous area, especially if you're lower level. It is full of death claws, super mutant behemoths that all spawn outside of the area. So be prepared to build up some serious defenses if you're going to be turning this place into a settlement. Next up, we have the Fiddlers Green Player Settlement. This one turns the Fiddlers Green Trailer Estates location, which is near Fort Hagen, pretty much due west of I can't think of the name of it. It's like the water refinery, the one you go to from Grey Garden to get their water clean. It's due west of there, up on a hill near a cliff. It's basically a little trailer park. There's a pool in the middle. And there's a workshop around there. To be honest, I couldn't really find it, but I could still get into the settlement mode anyways. But in any case, this place, when you get there, it's going to be full of ferals, so you just got to clear them out. You don't need to clear them out to start building, but obviously that'd be a good suggestion to do. Nice area, another fairly large, well, not as big as the Natick Power Plant's area to build, but still fairly decent size. The borders, again, of course, a little wonky. Overall, I like this area. It's a very nice spot to have a settlement, because this whole area is kind of devoid of settlement locations anyway, so very cool option. Next up, we have Evans Way Player Settlement. This one actually, I'd say it's probably one of my favorite ones out of this collection. It's not a big area, but it's a nice little open cul-de-sac near Diamond City. It's just a bit southeast of Diamond City. You basically, the area is already walled off, and the doors are locked to get in there, and it's full of raiders that you got to clear out. But what I really like about this is once you get in there, it's kind of an open area surrounded by the buildings, and you can go in there and do what you need to do and start building your settlement. And it's really close to Diamond City, so I think that's pretty awesome area for a settlement. I like it. one of the issues I noticed when scrapping things, there's a sidewalk you can scrap right outside of the main cul-de-sac area. It just causes a little bit of clipping stuff, and that's an issue with a few of these areas, because there's some things you can scrap, but others you can't, so it kind of looks like there's some floating stuff. Little things, and, using anyone that's experienced building settlements, can find ways to work around stuff like that. So, overall, I do like Evan's Way. That's, hands down, I'd say probably my favorite one of the bunch of the Settlemods. The next one we got up is the Norwood Depot player settlement. This one is a brand new location. It doesn't take an existing area and turn it into a settlement. It's a brand new one, and it's basically halfway between the Somerville Place settlement, which is near Vault 91, and the Murkwater construction site, which is another, both of which are also settlements in that area. So, well, can be settlements, anyways. When you get there, it's a big patch of flat land in the middle of that swamp, and it's got some rail cars and little stations set up. And so basically it was meant to be like a little train station stop depot area. Very cool. It fits in very well with the landscape. If you didn't know it was about the area to begin with, and you just kind of wandered into there, you'd think it had been in the game the whole time. Very nice. Well done. There was one issue with one of the buildings you can take out. It looks like one of the posters just kind of stays floating in the air, and I couldn't scrap that one or remove it. And since, playing on console, we can't use console commands, so that's just kind of there. So we have to find a way to make that work when building something, put a wall there to cover it up, or, something like that. Just to, hide that, unless you want to try to maybe not destroy that building that's right there and leave it, which is also an option. I don't think that I wouldn't say that's the mod author's fault. That's just a issue with the game, and a lot of the stuff that you can scrap, if you could probably scrap it if you had mods that let you scrap a bunch of other stuff. So I use settlement tweaks, which lets me scrap a lot of extra things, not too much, but some things I guess you still can't get to, and I guess there's like a mod called Scrap Everything. I may check out. I don't know. I'm not really. It doesn't really bother me that much. Haven't been doing the settlement building. I've found it's adds a little bit of extra challenge just to work around things and make it work. Adds a little bit of uniqueness to it. Anyhow, next up we've got the Fairline Hill Estates player settlement. This takes the location, the Fairline Hill Estates, which is it's south of Diamond City, quite a bit. Basically due south of the Evans Way settlement. It's near a radio tower. It's a fairly large area. It's like another sanctuary type area. Where it's a big cul-de-sac with the houses around and stuff that you can build. And this is compatible with the Vault 98 mod. I have not tried that mod out, so I can't verify that. But the mod author says it should work just fine with that mod. So I would, if you use Vault 98 and you're worried about that, basically there should be no issues. I don't know what it does. Maybe that's the entrance to the vault within the estates. I'm assuming that's the reason that note had to be added in there. But in any case, this will not have any issues with that mod. Although I actually didn't even know there was a Vault 98 mod, so now I'm going to be on the lookout for that. So there you go. Next up, we've got this is actually going to be the final one I'm covering today. I'll make mention the two Far Harbor ones, but this is the final one in the Commonwealth, and it is Easy City Downs. One of the most fun raider bases in the game, because they got the robot races going on, and then you get in there and you got to shoot them down and stuff. I kind of wish that the place did turn instantly hostile when you got there. Just as on my note, I would have kind of liked maybe like some sort of little quest in there or something you could do. Then that's just with the vanilla Easy City Downs. But anyways, in any case, what this does is it turns Easy City Downs into a settlement. One thing to note, this is big. If you're going to use this settlement, be sure that you have already gone through Easy City Downs if you want to take out all the raiders and stuff, because at this point in the development of this mod, because this is one of the newer ones and it's definitely still being worked on, as of right now, it's just completely cleared out, and so yeah, you're not going to be able to experience any of that. So basically, now the mod authors actually suggest that if you want to deal with all the vanilla stuff in Easy City Downs, to do that first, then add this mod in, because, like I said, this mod clears out the entire area to play with. I did notice, though, when going in there were a couple of blown-up turrets that just kind of couldn't get rid of, and some of the dead robots couldn't be removed or scrapped, so you'd have to have a mod that would allow you to scrap that stuff for now. But like I said, this one is one that's definitely still got a lot of work to get done on it. So I'd look forward to that one being done at some point, and hopefully being integrated with the everything still being there, and that it's not a settlement until you've cleared it out. And that's it for the Commonwealth areas. The other two I'm just going to make a quick mention of. Like I said, I don't actually have them showcased on here right now, just because I didn't get a chance to really get to them areas in Far Harbor. I've been to the one of them, but not the one I'm about to tell you about. It's called Huntress Island, and this is going to be basically from what I understand, looks like from the mod pages, it's a huge build area. Basically on the size of what's the I can't think of the name of it right now, but you know, the big island off the Commonwealth that you can build. I can't believe I can't think of the name of that one. Somebody just let me know in the comments and beride me for not knowing what that is off the top of my head. But anyways, it's going to be similar to that one, but this is Huntress Island in Far Harbor. Very big area. There are a lot of trees, so the mod author actually suggests that you have a mod that'll let you scrap most of the trees on that island. He plans on putting up a version without the trees at some point. When that is, who knows. But as of right now, if you want to get rid of all the trees on the island, you need something like Scrap Everything, or something that'll let you scrap those trees, or else it'll be interesting to build on that island, because it's a big forest, essentially. And the final mod is Eden Meadows Cinemas player settlement, and this is one I'm actually looking forward to trying out, because I've found the Eden Meadows Cinema on Far Harbor, and I've cleared that out. And basically what it is, it's similar to Starlight Drive-In, except that it has two screens, and then the projection restaurant area in the center, and then one shooting at one screen, one shooting at the other screen. It's very cool. It's very large. This is one I was actually kind of disappointed when I came across it in my playthrough and found out that it was not able to be a settlement, because as you've all heard me harp on before, Starlight Drive-In is my absolute favorite settlement in the Commonwealth to build on. I love that area. I think it's just a nice clean slate area, and I like the being able to build around the screen and everything like that. I love Starlight Drive-In. I obsess over that one way too much. But anyways, I'm happy to see that this mod's out, and I'm looking forward to actually trying it out a lot. So this is just a build, because I love how because they're big flat areas, and this one especially because it's a raised like basically parking lot, and it's not as cratered in as the Starlight Drive-In is with the in the center. So you have a little bit more leeway to play with it. So definitely looking forward to that. One thing to note too, with both of the Far Harbor settlement mods, or settle mods, is that they don't have fog condensers. So it's, if you're looking for something super lore friendly with how the settlements are in Far Harbor, that you have to have the fog condensers going to. These two do not require that. Have that as a thing. So it's, which I'm fine with. The whole fog thing on Far Harbor gets kind of annoying after a while. Anyway, so that's a non-issue for me. Yeah, so that is Settlemods. From what I've seen, at least on the author's Nexus page, is that he plans on having at least 2 more to make it a 10 mod series. And what I would like to see in the future, and I'm sure this is probably in his plans as well, would be eventually to have like an all-in-one version. That would be amazing. I'm not in any rush to see that happen. I'd love for him to actually just, which is what, I'm not going to speak for him, but, it's probably his deal too, is just to work on these and getting these all complete and final before even thinking of doing something like that. So, and the big plus too with all of these mods, all of them are very small in size. I think the largest one is it's about 2 megs, and that's the Easy City Downs, 2.1 megabytes. I take that back. The Norwood Depot is actually kind of big too, 2.4. So aside from those two, actually, Fiddlers Green, 17 megs. Okay. Fiddler's Green's actually pretty big. I wonder if he had to do a lot of work on that one. That might be why. All the other ones are, like I said, really small in size, though. Most of them are under 1 meg. So you download them all, you're not going to be taking up much space of your 2 gig limit on the Xbox. So definitely worth downloading and trying them. And honestly, you don't have to take all of them. Just pick which ones you think you'd like and go with that. My personal recommendations would be to the Natick power plant, because I think that'll be a fun one just to defend. The Fiddler's Green, Evans Way, and Norwood Depot. Those ones would be my suggestions if you're only going to take a few of them. Those are my favorite ones. And then if you're going to take a Far Harbor one, I would suggest just taking both of them. I will definitely recommend eating Meadows Cinema just because I'm a huge fan of Starlight as a settlement. So having basically Starlight double size as a settlement would be awesome in my opinion. Huntress Island seems pretty sweet too. So, but yeah, definitely recommend trying these out. I would personally hold off on Easy City Downs until a little bit more work's been done on it, just because it's still really in a beta stage. I mean, these are all in a beta stage essentially, but this one's definitely still there. So I would just hold off on that one for a little bit, unless you want to give it a shot. I mean, as it is now, if you've already gone through and cleared out Easy City Downs and you're not worried about that anymore, you can download it and try it out and build around it. I mean, everything works fine with it. It's just there's a few things that could be cleared out. And personally, I would love to see a version that is available with the vanilla stuff not quite removed yet. That might just be something that's out of the mod author's hands, something he can't really mess with just because of all the scripting involved with it. But it's no big deal. But I would just hold off on that one, at least for a little bit, till new version's up. As is, it works fine. It does work fine, though, so I don't want to say anything down on that. So overall, these are awesome, especially if you're a settlement guy like I am. I would highly recommend checking these out, and it would work great alongside other mods, like say, Chesco's Conquest, which I showcased a couple of episodes ago. In that one you can build up to 10 new settlements. So, I mean, you get all the settlements you already got in the game, then you get the settlements from Conquest, and then you get the settlements from Settlemods here, and that's just, settlement insanity right there, especially once you get supply lines going and stuff. Oh man, yeah, it's just awesome. A Minuteman's wet dream, basically. So in any case, this has been SpaceCoastDragon. Don't steal mods. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.